Morning, morning, morning! I always say bright and early, so I'm not going to say it today. It is sunny in Melbourne. It is not freezing cold, and it's the first time in a long time that I feel like the winter might be behind us. I'm sure those words will be eaten tomorrow when it's frickin' freezing again and it's hailing and all the rest of it. But this morning I am appreciating the Monday morning for what it is. Hey, Claire. So this morning, as you've kind of probably noticed from my little title of this movie, is that I do want to share something with you. And this is a really big deal for me and probably not a big deal for anybody else, but I'm putting myself out there. So I know marketing inside out. I have worked in the marketing industry in fast moving consumer goods for 100 years. God, I look good for my age, considering I'm 150. But it was probably just after I had my eldest son, when he was, I don't know, 1, whatever, that I realised the importance of mindset. And everybody kind of harps on about mindset at the moment, and there are lots of marketing people out there going, it's not about business, it's actually about the mindset, and they know very, very, very little about mindset. So I was one of those people 5, 6 years ago, hence why I went back to uni, or went back to school and studied to become a life coach and studied mindset. I wanted to become, I'm a life learner, and I wanted to fill that gap and to understand some of the theory and the practices and the tips and the tricks around mindset, and how I could introduce that into my business and how I can introduce that into your businesses now that I work with clients as well. So mindset became my new baby, I guess, outside my family, obviously, and I started to realize the importance of mindset and what it really meant in my life. Now, the reason why what I'm confessing today, or what I'm going to talk to you about today, is the importance of goal setting. And bear with me, I totally appreciate that within itself you're like, another boring business topic, but goal setting and the importance of setting yourself a personal goal. So I learned all the tips and the tricks when it came to mindset, and I do really feel like I have mastered mindset. And you never become an expert in something, I believe. You just continue to build your skill set and continue to build your experience and your wealth of knowledge, and that grows over time. And that's certainly what I've done with the Land of My Mind. And this is getting somewhere, I promise. So I guess I had an epiphany a few years ago, and it is all related to something really personal for me, and that's my weight. And I know there's many, many, many women out there who struggle with their weight, and having been knee-deep in nappies and knee-deep in babies for the last few years, I have absolutely put myself at the bottom of the priority list. Like, outside of going for a walk with the pram, it's been all too hard to prioritise eating well and exercising and putting myself higher on that priority list. And look, that is a juggle and a struggle that every mum has, whether you have 1 child or 27 children. Hats off to those who have 27 children. But I was well and truly anchored very deeply at the bottom of the priority list. And my kids were number 1 and 2, and my business and my partner and my family and all the rest of it was sitting up higher, and I was sitting at the bottom of the pile, and hence the weight piled on. And it wasn't until a delightful little girl last year said to me, Emily, what does it feel like to be as fat as you are? That I nearly died, to be honest. And yeah, look, I'm the first to admit that I wasn't thrilled with how I was feeling or how I was looking. But when that little delightful child said, how does it feel to be as fat as you are? A really big part of me inside died, and I will be the first to admit that. My son was there in front of in part of the conversation. He asked me many times afterwards whether I was going to die from being so fat, and my weight and my mental health really got pushed to the forefront, or pushed much higher on that priority list. And James, my son, he soon moved on and got back to footy cards, and his life was restored. He wasn't worried that mum was going to die. But I had those little words etched in my mind for a really long time. And knowing what I knew about mindset, and knowing the importance of being able to control what's in your head, I knew that I had to do something about how I was feeling, how I was thinking about myself, some of those thoughts that had started to creep in. And it took me probably a good 6 months to actually take action and do something about it. I had a really, really big, hairy, scary goal associated with weight loss and with my personal well-being, and I made it about personal well-being and my health rather than being about losing the kilos. I had tried to lose the kilos, like lots of us, 1,000,001 times before. I'd been an expert in every possible diet and every possible routine under the sun, and it still hadn't worked. So something outside of, I'm just going to start exercising 25 times a week and I'm going to stop eating, that was not going to be my solution. And I finally had the light bulb moment and was like, okay, so I know how to manage my mindset and I know I need to do something about my health. How do I put A and B together and get to C? And today I am confidently at C, or I feel like I've got to C, which is totally random, but I am about to go shopping to buy a pair of jeans, a new pair of jeans, hopefully many sizes smaller than what I'm currently wearing, because I've lost nearly 25 kilos and I haven't finished the journey. I've still got some weight to move and my health to prioritize, but today I'm celebrating step 1, and that is so important for all of us. So today I wanted to wrap all of that very long-winded story up into the importance of setting personal goals. And I talk a lot about, thanks Kristen, I know it feels very bizarre even saying that out loud, the importance of personal goals. I talk lots and lots and lots about business goals. You set business goals, you make sure they're smart, you put an action plan, boom, they happen. But we often forget about the importance of setting ourselves personal goals. What are you doing for yourself, and what are you doing for your inner health? And whether that be weight loss, or whether that be mental health, or whether that be time out, relaxation, de-stressing, whatever it might be, the importance of personal goals are absolutely, I won't say probably, they're absolutely more important than your business goals themselves, because if you're not higher on that priority list than what I was anyway, I was probably number 27 behind cleaning out the fridge and doing the shopping, my business wouldn't be thriving the way that it is today. And it's only in the last sort of 6 or 8 months that I've actually put my foot on the accelerator in my business and in my personal life that it really, 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 really feels like it's come together. Thanks, Claire. I'm not incredible. I'm just doing the best that I can. And Amy, congratulations. I do feel like I should be popping champagne, which is not part of the plan and certainly not part of the action plan, but I harp on a lot about celebrating the little milestones and the steps along the way, and today is one of those days for me. So I hope, if nothing else, that inspires you guys to celebrate those little milestones along the way. And more importantly, I want you to take a step back from your business this week, and I want you to set a personal goal. So it's not about getting more followers on Facebook. It's not about getting more customers through the door or X number of sales for the month. It's about you. What are you doing for you? Is it about booking a holiday? Is it about moving your body more often? Is it about catching up with your girlfriends more? Whatever it might be, you need to start prioritizing you, which is absolutely easier said than done. And I, of all people, I totally understand. And I was caught in a really, really, really aggressive downward spiral for a while there. I was feeling really shit. I was looking really shit. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to see my friends. I didn't want to say yes to that invitation because people would see me, type thing. Sorry, people always call me in the middle of Facebook Lives. And at the same time as feeling as horrible as I did, I was also trying to be this hugely positive, up, rah kind of business coach, and the two worlds just weren't they were colliding for all the wrong reasons, I guess. So I set myself a personal goal. I sat down and I worked out what it was going to take for me to do that, what actual changes I was going to implement in my business to make it happen, and in my personal life, how I was going to free up some of that time, how I was going to spend time away from my family to do that, what it actually meant when it came to food, all that sort of stuff. I did a vision board, and I haven't spoken about vision boards for a while now. When I first started studying mindset, I did a lot of vision boards, and I am not a woo-woo kind of person. I'm probably becoming a bit more woo-woo in my old age, but I'm a huge believer of vision boards and really putting yourself into the future of where you want to be and how you want to be. And a vision board was hugely instrumental in getting me to where I am today, and to getting me I'm literally sitting in my car outside my local shopping centre on my way to buy jeans 2 or 3 sizes bigger than what I'm currently wearing. And if I showed you what I was wearing now, I'm actually wearing 2 belts, and when I was at school this morning I had 2 comments on my elephant ass from friends, so evidently they're friends, but my jeans are way too big, which I can't tell you how happy that makes me. Like, it makes me freaking happy. Which is ridiculous. So this week I want you to have a think about you. What do you want to achieve for you? And I do not want it to be about your business. What? A business coach not wanting about the business? It really is about you setting an intention in your life on how you want to be and what the sort of person is that you want to be. If you want to spend more time with your friends, you need to make more time for your friends. And if you want to get out more, if you want to move your body more, if you want to eat better, whatever it might be, what are you doing for you? And all of that is anchored in your mind. I have known, I've probably struggled with my weight for, God, all of my adult life. So like 2 years now. Just joking. God, it's tragic how easily I make myself laugh. I've struggled with my weight my whole adult life, and I'm not saying from here on in I've made it and it's going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy, because that's absolutely not the case. But I now have been able to put A and B together and mastered my mindset on what needed to change to help me release some of that weight for now. And God, who knows where I'm going to be in a year's time or what's going to be happening in a year's time. God, I look tired today. Thanks, baby. My baby, not you, baby. Just sleepless nights. God, that helps with the weight loss. So I want you to have a think about what that intention is, what the goal is that you want to set, and what the action plan is that you're going to put into place. So what are you going to do this week that's for you? Comment below, shout out to me. If you need help with putting it all together, it doesn't need to be 25 pages, it doesn't need to be long. I just want you to sit down and set that intention, because you absolutely deserve it. I deserve this moment, and you absolutely deserve to feel some pride and some satisfaction in what you're doing, and to be really clear on what those goals are for you and how you're going to achieve them moving forward. Because I can absolutely guarantee the time that you take out of your business right here, right now, to put into yourself, your business will benefit from that. Claire's saying it's like you're a fly on my wall house this morning. I really needed. Yeah, I know. And I know I'm totally not alone in this. And there's that many women who are at homes going, oh, I've got to do this, and here's the long to-do list. It's got to be about you, and you've got to put yourself higher in that to-do list. And that means things will sit underneath you on the to-do list. Oh, shock horror, that is totally fine. Your business will prosper. You will feel better for for prioritizing yourself. And your business will ultimately be in a much better place if you can sort yourself out first. It's that age-old analogy of being on an aeroplane when they always say, put your gas mask on first and then put the kids on. And you sit there going, oh no, I'd always put my children's one on. But if you die of some chemical disaster because you can't put your own gas mask on, what, as if yes, you can't fill from an empty cup. We could talk analogies and little sayings all day long, but you absolutely need to listen. And I really, really, really want you to take action this week. And I officially feel like I'm begging you, so I'm going to stop. But take action. Do something for yourself. Get clear on what you want for you and put those plans into place. If you need any help, I am here. My week this week is nowhere near as bananas as it's been, and I'm actually really looking forward to a slightly slower pace. I've taken my foot off the accelerator a little bit, A, to enjoy catching up, but B, to reprioritise myself. So have an awesome week. So great for those that have been live this morning. Love, as always, having you here. Happy Monday. Sunny shining in Melbourne. There's literally not a cloud in the sky. And I hope you have an awesome week. Thanks, guys. Bye. Off to buy jeans. Yay!